Morning, everybody. Wanted to kind of give you the final chapter of the story of the Extend Flex versus the E3 soybeans. In our previous YouTube session, we talked about pod count and difference in plant height and kind of lingering effects of what we saw really since flowering of the E3 beans that were shortened. They had smaller internodes and they had that continuing leaf puckering. And as we suspected, there was a sizable yield difference between the two trait offerings. Now we can have an argument or a discussion surrounding certain genetics versus the trait versus other genetics. Yes, this is genetic based, but if we look at how everything averaged, so what we've done is broken it out by maturity. So if we look at the E3 beans versus the Extend Flex beans in the 2.4 to the 2.6, which is a fairly narrow maturity range, there's a 3.5 bushel difference, with the Extend Flex being a little bit better. If we look at the entire maturity, if we look at from a 2.4 to a 4.0, which is what we had out here on the Highway 66 plot, it went up to a 5 bushel difference. So we have this data here at the office. We can make specific comparisons. Yes, there are considerations with genetics and that type of thing, but if we look generally at everything we had out here, Extend Flex versus the E3s, the Extend Flexes were about 4 to 5 bushels better. Now, if I also want to look at some other locations aside from what we had here at the Highway 66 site, a few others here across southeast Nebraska kind of mimic that, where we're seeing about a 4 to 5 bushel gap with the E3s versus the Extend Flex. So we have the data. It's here for your review. Please come visit with us, and we'd be happy to work with you this fall.